Hello, guys. I'm Aditya, your host for the day. Welcome to the 13th episode of the Decode podcast. Today, we'll be talking about a rather interesting development technology named Ruby. It is one of the most famous backend languages out there, with many top tier companies like Twitter, Shopify, GitHub, and Airbnb using it as their bedrock development language. For this, we have today with us Ashrut Panchal, who is an ROR developer for the past 2 years at Decode. Hi, Ashrut.
Hi, Aditya. Glad to be here.
So let's begin with talking about your journey as a developer or specifically becoming an ROR developer. You could give us a brief backstory on that.
Yeah, sure. So let me start with how I joined Amazon as a technical associate after I finished my college in 2018. Previously, I was aware of how the coding world works, but it was not my dream to pursue it as a career because the println of Java or printf of C language did not appeal to me much. I just wanted to get rid of these things and wanted to explore something new.
Yeah.
If there was anything more enjoyable or workable than this.
So basically, you started coding, to find your passion.
Yeah,
kind of.
I was aware of how the coding works, but then after in 2019, I went to Pune, chilling with my friends who tried to convince me that the mathematical mind that I had is a good grip for coding. But I decided not to listen to them at that time. So it was in April 2020 when I had come to my hometown, Indore. Then a friend of mine again pushed me to give coding a shot. That's when Ruby came into my life. So being a lover of the English language and mathematics, I think starting anyone's journey with coding can be made a lot easier if he wants to start it with Ruby. It is an amazing language, I would say.
Interesting. So, as you said, Ruby is a good language to start with, right? Could you please provide more insights on that? Like why you think Ruby is the only language you would prefer?
Yeah, sure. Aditya, the core reason Ruby and Python as well, being an enjoyable languages, is that they both are written in such a way that the coder feels as if he's writing the mathematical equations, and same time some English paragraphs with obviously no grammatical or I should say syntactical errors.
Okay.
The languages that are used around the world are more readable now, and that's why it is a treat to the eyes even for someone who is not actually into coding.
Okay, so basically Ruby is more functional than other backend languages, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it is more readable, I would say.
Okay, it is more readable. Sure.
Being close to all the terms are related to mainly. It's just like you are reading an English paragraph.
Okay, right. So I've seen many people naming this language differently. Like some say it is ROR, some say it's Ruby, some call it Rails. And from what I know, Ruby is one thing and Ruby on Rails is another. So what is the basic difference?
Yeah, Ruby is a scripting language.
Okay.
And Ruby on Rails is a web application framework which extends the Ruby language. So, just to clarify more, language is a syntax, a language acts as a syntax, grammar, or semantics, or maybe you can call it a core library. And a framework is something like a cohesive set of library code that together simplifies the programming in any given language.
This was a brief of the conversation we had on this episode for the Deqode podcast. To listen the full episode, click on the link in the description and hit that subscribe button to get early access of the upcoming episodes.